Mike Poirier is not a politician. He is a guy who simply loves Wenatchee and is passionate to give back to his community. He has given his time, mind, and effort to many projects and committees over the years. That includes his 2 separate terms on the City Council. If elected, we could expect a smooth transition in completing the Confluence Parkway, which is essential in handling the growth of Wenatchee. His passions also include providing for the homeless with expectations, supporting the land trust with continued growth, and creating outreach programs in the community. He wants to know what you have to say. Mike is honest, experienced, and sensible. Imagine that. I trust him. He is my guy for Mayor of Wenatchee.
So we're still going with the real guy versus what my platform is. That's okay.
Yeah. And if it's going in a way that you don't like, let me know.
I turned my life over to you for
I know.
5 more months. I counted it out this morning. July, August, September, October, November, 5 months. It's not even November. It's actually 4 months. You think about July, August, September, October.
Oh, okay. Well, let's start there. How's that been actually like turning? You said it, turning your life over to a process, a campaign process.
Yeah, turning your life over to campaign process. A friend of mine told me it's almost like having a baby. That it's the whole process. You learn things from each trimester, I guess. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of neat. It's kind of impressive to see how much support I've received. Besides family, I'm getting calls. Bart Clennon, which 90% of the people know in Wenatchee, and says, "Hey, we got to make sure our community's going the right direction." I love those calls. You know, I don't cringe for any calls. I get some calls that are hard to deal with. Yeah. And you have to face them. But I tell you, more and more, I'm getting all these other calls, Dave Galatly and Councilmember Kulas. But it always comes down to, I got stopped at Cafe Mila. I was having a coffee with Rosa Polito, who graduated actually with my youngest daughter, Libby. I thought that was cool. But as I'm leaving, sorry about that.
Okay, it's real life, right? Our phones never stop going off.
That's my son-in-law. But as I was leaving, a gentleman came up to me and just, "Hey, so you know I'm voting for you." He used to own a beverage company in Wenatchee, and I've known him for like 20, 30 years. And I said, "Hey, that means a lot, but it's not about me. It's about the community." And he just pointed at me, he smiled. He's with 5 other guys having his coffee, and pointed and smiled at me. He says, "That's the reason I'm voting for you." It cannot be about yourself. It's got to be bigger than that. And I truly believe, as I'm going through this process, I know more and more the direction of the city of Wenatchee is going to go. It kind of makes me proud to be able to represent the city, and knowing that the direction it has gone overall, I think, has been great. And the direction that it's going to continue to go with my leadership is opportunity for me to do the right thing for our community. So,
what are some of the hard phone calls that you get? Because I have to field some of the difficult conversations too, and I don't tell you all about them, but it's not easy. But I've had to deal with difficult and different-minded people, my entire career for different reasons. So I've found a way to not take it personal is, I think, the first rule of the game. Like, it's not about you. It's not a personal attack, but what are some of the things that you're getting phone calls about that are difficult, and how do you handle it?
What I have learned is when people, and I've learned this through my business experience, is when people contact you, call you, and they're upset about something, first of all, they're usually upset about not what they're talking about. They might be upset because maybe they lost their kid 2 years ago and life's not fair sometimes. But if it's an issue that's a true issue, I would rather talk to them directly, personally, than face-to-face, than on a phone, and to find out really what's going on and try to listen to both sides. There are some people that don't want to listen and they have their mind set. Very few people are like that. But I'd rather go and we both have different ideas, or we have a different process of getting there, but if we both truly believe in the community, then I think it's fine. We don't have to always agree, But if we both think we're going to the right direction to get there, and eventually we care about the city or our community or greater Wenatchee area, I think that's great. I have conflicts with some of the commissioners once in a while, and we laugh and joke. And usually when I'm all said and done, I says, I love you. We're not right on the same page as this, but we both know whenever I have those conflicts, we both know we're trying to get the right direction. There is sometimes that you can't get there. One of the calls is regarding pride flags, which is actually in Wenatchee, they're diversity flags. Mm-hmm. And, what is the meaning? But Wenatchee has a process of the permit process to go through. I think it's a good process. I think we need that. I really enjoyed seeing a quote from a mayor over in a different area that said, there's no room for hate. I love that quote. It's just, to me, it's just impressive. It's interesting. I was on so certain quotes mean a lot to me. So that's one quote that means something to me. There's no room for hatred here. Let's work things out. Let's try to figure it out. Let's be positive and enjoy our community. So since I'm speaking of quotes, I'm going to tell you, I was on a Together for Youth board meeting, and Together Youth just got a $1.5 million grant, which is unheard of.
Wow.
For the Together. Yeah, it's pretty cool for Together for Youth. And I was very proud to be I'm proud to be on that board. And Mario Reyes and a couple other people are very influential in there. And our new executive director got a hold of somebody that's in charge of the whole country for this grant and actually got us the $1.5 million. And I'm on the Zoom meeting with this lady, and she obviously looked up my name and says, "Oh, I hear you're running for mayor. I'm glad you're stepping up and stepping out." So I used that all week, and then I still use it every once in a while. As Nikki knows, I use that. But it takes a lot to step up, but it's more, make sure you step out and get involved and remember what the right thing is to do.
Hi, I'm Mike Poirier, and I've been getting asked a lot lately, why did you decide to run for mayor? Because I truly believe that I am the person right now who is most qualified, and I'm looking out for what is best for everyone in our community as a whole. I know you won't agree with me all the time. Even if you agree with me today, tomorrow we might disagree. I hope that you come to know that even in these times, you can trust that I will make the hard decisions for the betterment of our city.